Mixties presents the Popcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Brian, and this is Shane, and you are watching the Popcast, and today we are talking about, you guessed it, the day we happen to be on, May the 4th, and the wonder that is Star Wars Celebration, baby.
Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah. The one
Everybody's
day we
a
get
nerd
to be
today,
nerds. Baby. Yeah, woo!
Everybody's a nerd today.
Do you like my new Star Wars shirt?
It doesn't look new, bro.
No, it's not. This is the shirt
Uh-huh.
from 1987.
What?
Yep. I'm pretty happy with it. This is the original Star Wars shirt. It's actually not the original. It's when they released the special edition.
Oh,
the video.
The one,
video,
yeah.
the
The
special
remastered
edition video,
Lucas.
remaster, whatever.
Yeah.
I think I was like 8 years old or something. And
it's really
this
hard
is not
to even
from that
find.
time. I bought it from somebody that had it.
Oh,
so.
I see. It's hard to even find the non-remastered version now. So if you want to go back and watch the original Star Wars film, it's very hard to find.
You mean these ones?
Nice. On VHS, no doubt.
What's up, bro? That's how I
Wait,
roll.
Do you even have a VHS player, bro?
No, I don't.
But at least they have it.
I don't have a DVD player, so
Hey,
I have a Blu-ray player, I guess, but I don't use it. Everything I use is digital or streaming. I have 5 Rokus in my house, you know.
yeah, no,
So
I am all about
I got
the Roku.
VHSs.
Nice. Never get rid of them,
Speaking
bro.
of,
Collector's items.
Listen, if you have a good offer for them, I'm taking offers. So.
Really? Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
So I noticed you replaced me with Future Brian yesterday.
That douchebag. Oh.
I got to tell you, man, though, while you and Future Brian were doing the show without me, I went ahead and acquired something myself.
Oh, what? Where did you?
Mm-hmm. You better check your cabinet, bro.
Wait a minute.
Because I have the cup now.
How did you get my mug?
I told you guys were doing that show, you and Future Brian, and I was like, I'm gonna get my own. I'm gonna get my coffee mug. You know, the guys
That's fine.
The guys at Mixed Teas, they don't even call me.
Yeah,
they don't
well,
return my phone calls.
Understood. Yeah, I'll just have them send me another one because they like me more. So that's cool.
Well, do they even know I exist? I'm still trying to figure it out.
They think you're just a version of me that I changed, like the face and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes. So hey, man, check it out. I got to tell you this cool story before we get into it. This morning I was taking my kid to school and I was on my way back and I was almost in a car accident.
Oh,
and
snap.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was actually, for a second, I was like, I thought I was going to get hit head on. So I'm driving down the road and minding my own business, just dropped my kid off. I'm on my way back, on my way to work. And this car is coming at me and it's a little sedan. And I noticed that there's some sort of activity happening in the cockpit, in the front passenger seat. And I'm like, what's going on? And the car is kind of swerving a little bit. What's happening is a man and a woman were beating the crap out of each other in the front seat of the car while they were driving. The guy had one hand on the wheel while he was smacking the girl next to him, and she was punching him. I mean, giving it back like he was. I saw it for maybe like 3 seconds. And right as they got to me, there was this swerve, and I pulled over to the right, just barely missed me. Dude, I mean, it was like one of those moments where you kind of want to laugh, but yet you're kind of scared at the same time.
There's like two adults, a woman and a man, duking it out in there while driving. Yeah.
They must have been fighting over what they were going to wear on May the 4th day, or where they were going for their party tonight.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. People that do that don't tend to have the attention span needed to follow Star Wars.
Well, check this out.
The nicest way I can say that, by the way. If you hit a woman, you don't have the attention span required to watch Star Wars.
I like that. Or you don't deserve to be watching Star Wars, right? So listen, they're knocking.
That means you're dumb.
They're knocking the crap out of each other, bro. Well, check this out. I look in the rearview mirror. They get halfway down the street and nailed a parked car.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, just nailed a parked car. So yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Anyways, that was my story I wanted to share. My life flashed before my eyes, but at the same time, I was like laughing, crying because it was so hilarious.
Do you remember that old joke, like in middle school? Your mom's so dumb she hit a parked car. Remember that?
Hey, this person will be able to say that. Hopefully they don't have kids though.
Well,
so
that's it. Hopefully they don't breed. All right.
Hopefully they don't procreate, right?
So good news is today is May 4th. There's all kinds of stuff going on for May the 4th. I love Star Wars. Obviously, I spent way too much money on this T-shirt, to be honest. Especially considering our good friends at a place that probably could have made this for me, but
yeah, they probably could have.
I love Star Wars almost as much as I like Star Trek, almost as much as I like Stargate. Really, if it has Star in the title, pretty good to go. But Star Wars is very special, not just for me, because of the year it came out was the year I was born, and all the lore that comes with it, and all the books I've read, and the movies, and the fact that they're coming back is fantastic. But for a lot of people, whether you're a geek or you like sci-fi at all, Star Wars has grown on countless generations now. We're talking about not countless, but the last few generations, Star Wars has become a staple. It started with ours, but it really has started with our parents. Like, they got into it, then we got into it later on when we were older, and then an entire generation of new people are getting into it, and not just because the movies, but you're talking about the Clone Wars, which is like a cartoon. I haven't even seen it.
Yeah, geared to kids.
Yeah, a bunch of Lego toys and Lego movies, and they've.
Hey, bro, how do you like my George Lucas beard?
Oh yeah, you got the pepper beard.
Right. I'm trying to get my George Lucas on my
I wish
beard.
I could get some grand beard. Anyways, they've gotten really good at permeating the culture.
Okay.
And I love the way it works. I love people's passion for Star Wars, and I can't wait once again this year for Star Wars 8. And I loved Rogue One. It was a really good movie. It really brought the wars into Star Wars. I think we reviewed it, and
yeah, we did.
I can't wait to see what happens this generation. But there's something special, particularly about today. It's not just because Star Wars is amazing and the whole idea of Star Wars is amazing, but the fans have made May 4th something very, very special, and I want to get into that with you.
It's true. It's really about the fans. I mean, the fans is where this. Well, I'll tell you what's really interesting is May the 4th. Besides the fact that May the 4th be with you, coincides with May the 4th be with you. May is traditionally a month where Star Wars movies released, so it's kind of a little bit. But the real history behind it, it's kind of funny. Most people have no idea where the term May the 4th came with. It's obvious pun off of May the 4th, the date.
Right.
But it actually started when Margaret Thatcher won the election in Britain, became the first woman prime minister, and there was an ad taken out in the local paper there, and it basically said, "Congratulations to it was May the 4th, 1979. Congratulations, Margaret Thatcher. May the 4th be with you."
Ah.
And of course, Star Wars came out in 1977, and so some fan decided to do the play on words, and that's the first use of it in public. So we can thank our cousins from England for the starting of this. It would have eventually
our Bucktooth brothers to the east.
Right. So that's kind of cool. It was in the London Evening News. So, but since then, it's kind of funny. You would think that Star Wars Day has been happening for a long time. Underground with fans, it has. There's been people celebrating Star Wars during the month of May. But really, it's been since Disney. Well, there was the first organized one was 2011, but when Disney took over in 2013, there's been a consistent Star Wars celebration day, each of the last year since then.
Yeah, I gotta say,
they do big things.
Disney, at first, when Disney was buying the franchise, not just this, but they bought this and like Indiana Jones and a couple other things for $4.3 billion. I mean, I could be wrong on the number, but I'm pretty sure that's right. When they bought it initially, I had a little bit of reservation. I was like, wait a minute.
A little bit?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit.
There was a lot of reservation.
Well, let me explain why. I was like, Disney, Star Wars, I don't see the connection, but then I go, wait a minute, Disney and money. Okay. All right.
Right.
Because in order to really get this thing going, to get the actors back, to use the same studios, to do the graphics they needed to do, they needed money, and a lot of it.
It's true. Yeah, to get the movies back where they needed to be.
To get Harrison Ford to come back in his old age and be Han Solo, like, that's they just basically, it was like beep beep beep. That's the sound of a garbage truck full of money pulling up at Harrison Ford's house, and that's when I realized that, well, if they do this right, if they actually put the time in, hire the right people, and pay the price, and do the right marketing, and embrace the fans the way they are doing with Celebration Day, this is actually a good thing. And they did it, man. They have totally.
Well, they did do it, and I can tell you how intelligent it was, how smart it was. Disney has made a lot of good decisions. You know, as soon as they figured out that, hey, kids' films make more money than adults' films. Once they figured that out, that was it, man. And Disney was so smart. They realized Star Wars is the most cherished, the most beloved of all movie franchises. It is part of the American ideology.
Yeah.
And so what's happened is Disney said, what else is part of the American way? Well, Disney is the American way.
Yeah.
Star Wars is the American way. We have what? Theme parks, right? So Disney, I mean, masterminds, man. These guys decided, okay, we're going to buy the franchise. It's going to cost us like an arm and a leg and maybe, a couple of fingers. But we're going to buy it, and we're going to make it. We're going to change our theme parks to revolve around the Star Wars celebration. I mean, they're adding 2 new lands, new rides to Disney. They went all in on this, and
Captain EO
it was smart.
It's a Star Wars thing, right? Right now, I think it was like the Michael Jackson thing is now some Star Wars thing. Even
it was Michael Jackson doing Captain EO. Then it was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and I believe now it's going to be a Star Wars thing.
Yeah, they're just like turning Tomorrowland into Star Wars land. Not
right. There's actually going to be, I don't know if you've looked into it too much, but there's actually going to be a land basically for the dark side and a land for the Jedi.
That's awesome.
You're going to be able to walk through it. You're going to be able to walk through basically like a Death Star.
Really? In Tomorrowland?
Yeah, they're going to change Tomorrowland, and they're taking basically at Disneyland anyways, Toontown. They're removing Toontown.
Wow.
And they're going to make Toontown and Tomorrowland are going to fuse into basically 2 Star Wars lands.
Wait a minute. They're not even close to each other. So if you're not a Disneyland aficionado out there and you're watching this, we live in Southern California. We have Disneyland passes. A lot of people in SoCal have passes. I'm actually not a huge fan of it. Speaking of, my wife and my kids are actually currently at Disneyland. So
nice.
They went this morning for some birthday thing, but when you live in SoCal, you tend to get a pass because it's sort of affordable. It's a good way to take your family out, and the pass is actually not that bad if you actually use it frequently. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. But you're saying they're not close to each other, but the reality is, if anybody knows where It's a Small World is, that's the last ride in Tomorrowland. So, and then it goes right.
No, it's not.
It is.
No,
it
goes. Look, okay. So here's my hands. Okay. This is Toontown up here. This is Toontown. Okay. This down here. Okay, is Tomorrowland.
What's in between them?
In between it is some petting zoo thing, the Matterhorn, some frontier thing. Then It's a Small World, and then Toontown.
Brother, you need to go back to Disneyland and you need to check it out because
even the submarines are between Toontown, like a direct line between Toontown.
Well, the submarines are in Tomorrowland, and also the Matterhorn's in Tomorrowland.
What?
So those are all in Tomorrowland. Yeah, if you go and look at the map, and trust me, man, I got 5 kids. I have been there many times.
Yeah.
And if you go and take a look at it, basically Nemo's submarine ride is Tomorrowland. Also the Autotopia, with the cars that you race around. So then that goes right into
But they're outside like that initial Tomorrowland area then. Like, because
they're outside the building area, yeah, where you got Space Mountain and Star Tours.
All right, so I guess they're still part of the land. Loosely a part of that Tomorrowland because those two rides are between Toontown and Tomorrowland.
Right. So essentially, they create a triangle. You've got Toontown, and then you've got Tomorrowland, kind of like this. But then you have Fantasyland right here, which is the Mad Hatter and all those Alice Wild Ride. So they kind of touch each other at that one point, right at about pretty much the Matterhorn and that kind of the area there. But they're going to take that. It's going to all be transformed into Star Wars stuff. And Disney is going all in.
Isn't the Matterhorn part of their landscape, right?
It's too traditional. They wouldn't change that. Yeah. It's going to be around that. The Matterhorn and Space Mountain, they will not change their shapes at Disneyland.
Oh, Space Mountain everything else is up for game. They've already added a bunch of droids and Star Wars stuff to the line at Space Mountain.
Yeah, it's becoming Star Wars all day long. And the Matterhorn will continue to be, I think, traditionally what it is.
Maybe the Matterhorn they add Ewoks or something.
I don't know. I don't think they should. I mean, the Matterhorn it's too traditional.
I don't think the Matterhorn should be part of any land. It should just be its own thing, which is what I thought it was. I didn't know it was part of Tomorrowland.
Every place has a land. So you've got Main Street, which is kind of the first land that you come into. You've got Tomorrowland on the right. You've got Toontown in the back. You've got Fantasyland in the middle. You've got when you first come in to the left, you've got
Frontierland.
Frontierland, which I don't know if they changed that, but the first one in with Indiana Jones is right there, and you've got the
I think it's Frontierland or Jungle Land or something.
It's gosh, I can't remember. I just took a big, but anyways, you've got it used to be Frontierland, and you've got I can't believe I just drew a blank. Anyways, we'll look it up for you.
So, quick side note, I always thought that the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse would never go anywhere, right?
Oh, well, see, that's the other thing. The Tarzan movie that came out, they went ahead and just changed it. I was surprised.
Yeah, I was super surprised, which is why I'm concerned about the Matterhorn, because the Treehouse was a pretty big staple of Disneyland. And then they didn't get rid of it per se, but they really changed it and brought a very young child aspect to it with the Tarzan thing.
Okay, so yeah, they did, and I didn't like it. I mean, well, Swiss Family Robinson movie was a Disney movie that came out in the 70s, I think, and it was a great movie. But then I guess when they just wanted to update it. That's in Adventureland, by the way. So we had that wrong. It's Adventureland.
Yes.
And then you can go back to Bear Country, which is now Critter Country, I guess now in the back, and that's got the big Splash Mountain fall and the bears and Winnie the Pooh's honey thing. So you've got those, and then of course you've got Frontierland, which has got the paddle boat and Mark Twain's Island, and all your lands, and they could change them whenever they want because they own. So
you know what? I just realized when Disney bought Star Wars and all those franchises, they have accomplished what they were seeking out to do. Number one, make money, but number two, link Disney and Disneyland to Star Wars permanently, because you can't talk about Star Wars now without talking about Disneyland.
It's true. They own it. It's amazing.
I hope they do the same thing with Indiana Jones. I mean, I hope they own that franchise now. I hope they do.
Well, they have a ride, so they've got the Indiana Jones ride, which is, by the way, is a cool ride, an adventure
great ride. I love even the line leading up to it is so well made.
Yeah, it's fun to walk through it. Saying a line at Disneyland is fun. It seems crazy. But when the ball follows you down, that's pretty fantastic.
No, some of the lines at Disneyland are part of the attraction. Like, especially seeing Indiana Jones for the first time. I remember when I saw it for the first time, the line they had like actors inside the line playing different roles of Indiana Jones people, and all the various memorabilia. And at certain points in the line, there was like a video that would go on, and the guy from Indiana Jones would talk to you, and I don't know. It's just very, very nice experience. I mean, after like the 8th time, you no longer care about the ride, but I mean the line. But it's cool. It's cool.
So today at Disney, since we've kind of gone into this being a Disney discussion, But today on May the 4th, Disneyland in Southern California and Disneyland Orlando specifically are going to be having a bunch of events. You know, you can always go to the Junior Jedi training where you get to see Darth Vader and Darth Maul. And
so I gotta go. My family's at Disneyland. I'll see you later. Okay.
Wait till it's over at least before you leave.
All that because literally my wife and kids are at Disneyland right now.
They picked a great day to go if they want to get some Star Wars.
That's what pisses me off. They don't even care.
Fantastic
about it. They don't even care.
They don't even care about it.
They're there to see.
You should be there today
and ride the teacups or something.
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna be fun out there if you're going to Disneyland today. Or if you do us a favor and comment below about some of the things that happened if you ended up going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And talk about kind of some of the things. So that way next year on Star Wars Day, people can plan to make sure they're there for it.
Oh, speaking of which, I remember you said something about our subscriber giveaway and May the 4th.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, listen, if you're watching now, and we're going to try to get to 200 subscribers. So if you subscribe and then comment below, and when we hit 200 subscribers, we're going to send one of our subscribers that commented below a free May the 4th shirt.
Yes. We're going to pick a random one. We have a little randomizing software. We're going to pick a random one, and then we'll announce it the following episode. Hey, this person, Nerd Muncher 23, whatever, got a free t-shirt.
Right. Well, no, that's true. So, in fact, so subscribe and comment below, and when we hit 200 subscribers, hopefully today or tomorrow, then we'll go ahead and choose somebody and send you a shirt. And in that spirit, if we go back to a couple episodes ago when we did explaining the NFL draft to nerds, we got to give a shout out to Butt Pirater from the Miami Dolphins subreddit.
Yeah.
Butt Pirater.
I love
That's
that
a great
nickname.
Great. He's from the Miami Dolphins subreddit. He guessed that the Dolphins' first pick in the draft. He guessed it correctly. Wow. It was Harris, defensive end. He actually wins a shirt. He got a "In Gase We Trust" T-shirt that we're sending out to him. Also, we got to give film fan Johnny a hand because he was actually the first person who chose correctly that Barry was Savitar, and he wins a free T-shirt.
It wasn't a hard prediction, okay? The thing about this Barry Allen thing is that everybody knew.
I should have brought it up.
Yeah, it pissed me off because, I knew it was future Barry. Of course.
Well, we all felt like it.
Why would the studio make it the obvious choice?
Well, listen, film fan Johnny, he knew first, and he said, and it was funny. His post is basically his comment was not Cisco, Barry, and that was it, man. And he was the first one to put it out, so he wins the shirt. Congratulations, film fan Johnny. Thanks for participating.
How can all these actors that are playing these roles say, "Oh, you'll never see it coming"? Yes, we will. Everybody saw this coming.
Yeah. It's time to write CW and ask them what they were thinking.
It was like the going theory the whole time. Like the whole time.
Maybe they didn't want to disappoint people. Maybe.
They disappointed me, that's for sure.
Well, you don't count, of course, So let's get back to May the 4th. So today, on May the 4th day, I have heard that there are lots of people. My wife's work is actually having a May the 4th celebration where people are wearing Star Wars shirts, May the 4th be with you shirts, and they're going to have an entire lunch dedicated to Star Wars.
Wow,
today.
Where does she work, and how do I get a job there?
I'll let you know. Wait, yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I tried to get a job there too. They told me no. Go back to your podcast. Go back to your
podcast, fatty. You're like, oh, okay.
So are you going to try to join the family out at the park today?
I mean, obviously I have work to do, but I might try to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, tonight I've talked everybody into watching.
Shout out to Danny, my colleague that's always picking up my pieces. She actually went on a run today for me this morning because we were planning this podcast. I love you.
Oh, awesome. Way to go, Danny.
This is going to give me so many points.
Man, you just got like a serious shout out for Danny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. She probably won't even watch this.
No, she won't. Yeah. No, she actually doesn't like our podcast.
So listen, I've decided with my family tonight we're going to celebrate as well. We're going to go back and watch the original series.
Oh.
much as we can tonight. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want it, I got it right here. This is the original series.
Let me tell you what's funny about this. I would love to do that. And if we were closer together, I would do it. I saved a VHS player, bro. I bought it brand new, right? When VHSs were going out and DVDs were in, and I wrapped it in plastic wrap and I put it away. And guess what? It's still there. And if the rats haven't eaten it, I might have to get those from you and bust it out.
Well, hey, by the way, also, have I shown you this yet?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's a little BB-8 droid. Look at that.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
So this is the charging base.
Uh-huh.
You put it down, use my phone, and there's an app on it, and you just control it with the app, and it just...
Nice. I bet your kids love that.
Oh, yeah. So the head comes off. See this?
Oh, wow.
Because it's magnetic. So anywhere on the little ball, the head just... Okay, that didn't work. I just broke them. No, I'm kidding.
That was classic, bro.
It's magnetic, nice. So that the head swivels with the thing, so that it's not. Oh, snaps! I gotta take that off. So you can put this on automated mode, right?
Okay.
And it follows my kids around.
Okay.
And it like beeps at them and stuff, and it has these little sensors, little plastic piece on there. Has these little sensors that follow the kids around. It's really quite clever, man. And you can even put this thing on like you can draw out paths and patrol paths and like patrol around. It's not great on carpet. It's not. It's
I can imagine that would be tough.
It rolls.
My 4-year-old would pick it up and throw it across the room.
My kid initially was like, "Oh my god, it's so cute!" And she was like, "Ah!" And she grabs it and then squeezes it. And when the head comes off, she goes, "Oh my god!"
I broke it. I killed it.
Man.
My Bodhi would be like, "I gotta protect it."
Yeah. So I told my kids that if you corner it or pick it up, it gets scared. So now they just sort of follow it around.
Yeah. Nice. Good line to your kids.
Yeah.
So something we also forgot to do. Actually, next year. I think we should get each other Star Wars gifts next year.
Okay.
So I want to think of something cool for you, and we'll get each other gifts, and I'll probably end up with that BB-8.
How about this Force Watch?
You just got like random stuff laying around.
Yeah, I love Star Wars, dude. All right.
Hey, can my gift be in a box, please?
This is I'm gonna give you all. I'm gonna give you one of my random things. This is a Force Watch. I'm not joking. You put this thing on, and you can control gadgets with it, right?
Oh, okay.
So you put it on your wrist. I'm not gonna put it on right now. And any kind of smart device. It works with BB-8, obviously. It works on anything Bluetooth. But even like if you have like a smart light or a smart thermostat or that kind of stuff, you just go. You do a hand motion at that light or whatever, and it turns up or down.
You're crazy. This has become like a tech trial show for Star Wars.
I installed a smart dimmer switch in my office at home. It cost me like $60. It was the stupidest purchase I've ever made.
Yeah. Where's your lightsaber, bro? Let's see it.
It's at the office. I'm sorry. Just so I can, from my desk, go like this and turn the light up and down, right? The problem is it works, but it's sort of slow. So I go like this, and I'm like waving it around. And my wife comes in and she goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I can't get the light. Turn the light off for me." She's like, "Okay."
Bro.
But it works because it got my wife to come in and turn the light off.
Hey, for a second there, bro, you look like a fat Emperor Palpatine. You're out there going to hand out. I should have said Yoda. That would have been nicer. I'm sorry.
Hey, so we're doing gifts, though. Star Wars gifts.
Yes, next year I want to do Star Wars gifts. So then I want make it a surprise and something cool. And then next year when we do our May the 4th day, our Star Wars day, we'll bring them on air with us and show what we got each other.
Yeah.
So let's make it fun.
I'm gonna get you something great. It's gonna be like a life-size Wookiee. Your wife's gonna love it.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be a giant life-size Wookiee in your house. I'm gonna hire an actor in a Wookiee suit to sit in your house for a week and just make noises.
Be careful, man.
Like, I'm here clear. Like my gifts, it's gonna be my gift. No matter what it is, it's probably gonna be more inconvenient than it is clever.
Then it's gonna be good. It'll be fun on the show.
Yes, it will.
That's what's important. So we also need to do a little bit of business. So make sure we can pay the bills. So just so everybody knows that this our show is brought to you by Mixed Tees, Nerdy Couture at Mixed Tees, and they are offering May the 4th shirts. So if you didn't get one this year, catch one next year, and make sure you guys do that.
Check them out.
Keep our show going.
Yeah. Don't forget the subscriber contest. We're trying to get more subscribers here. So at 200, which we're really close to 200. When we get to 200 subscribers, make sure that you commented on this video and that you're one of those subscribers. And the second that hits, we're going to give out a free May the 4th shirt. You could choose which one you want and your size and color and all that.
Awesome.
And make sure you commented on this video or we can't find you because this contest is directly linked to this video. So
yeah.
Subscribe and comment on this video, even if it's just like, yo, let me get that free t-shirt. This podcast sucks. Whatever. As long as it's a comment.
Yeah, we're cool. We'll still give you the t-shirt if you get selected.
The comments on the Savitar video were hilarious. The guy's like, you're an idiot. It's Barry. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
It was after the show aired. That's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, he was right. About right, Barry, of course.
But it was
you're not an idiot.
after the show. You can't make that comment after the show.
Yeah, I like the people who edited their comments. Did you see a couple guys?
Yeah, some people edited their comments.
Come on, we could see that.
We can see it when you edit it. We can see that. Okay, guys, we'll have a great May the 4th. I hope you have a phenomenal time. If you're at Disneyland right now, I don't know why you're watching this. Enjoy the event. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, or watch it later. Something like that.
Yeah, watch it later. Again, subscribe and comment below. Got a free shirt coming in. Give this video a like. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Actually, tell everybody. Okay? We'll be back tomorrow.
And don't forget, this December we've got episode 8 coming out, The Last Jedi. Okay, so that's going to be a huge.
Now,
huge,
is that The Last
thing.
Jedi like possessive or like a single Jedi? Is it referring to the last the Jedi or the last Jedi, as in a person, or like the overall Jedi as a group?
Well, according to the director, it is singular, The Last Jedi. So we'll be finding out more about it, but I have a feeling that it's Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
will be the Last Jedi.
Maybe we'll see longer than 5 minutes of Mark Hamill in this.
It would be nice. It would be nice. I don't know if that's going to happen, but remember we talked about J.J. Abrams said he should get an Oscar.
Okay,
so
well, it's going to be great. Oh, tomorrow we are spoiler reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll be there at the preview.
Yeah, with the fans, man. Mainly because they wouldn't give us a pre-show ticket. So,
well, we're going to review it though right away.
There might be movies where we get access to the movie prior to the movie, but because we are nobody and no one cares about us yet, we have to go with everybody else. But in my opinion, that might be the right way to watch the movie with a bunch of other people versus like some stream room in the middle of LA.
Well, we get to see it a little bit sooner because the actual movie opens on Friday, but we're going to see it on Thursday, so we get a day in advance. Yeah. There will be other fans there.
You know that weird creepy guy at the theater who's like, yo, come on in, bro. I know it's 5 p.m., but you can watch the movie. Yeah.
Hey, well, this movie opened a month ago in Japan, so...
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I was wondering,
did
a bunch of people watch it in Japan and come back here?
I think people got invited to actually go and red carpet it in Japan. So
of course. All right.
We'll know more about it, though. We'll bring you that to you tomorrow.
Yes. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the spoiler review of Guardians. I hope that you have a great May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Be with you.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Adios.